Hello, this is Pack Wars Gaming. We are here with our first ever actual podcast. That's right, shooting the steam, officially online. I'm joined here with Adrian.
We're Chup.
Okay, yeah, wasn't expecting that. And finally, we've got here with us live in the not really studio of Sam's living room, our very own deck master, the Frankenstein of cards, Trent and Hunter. Glad to have you with us, man.
Glad to finally be here.
I know, I'm so happy. It's been so long getting ready. You know what's coming up, boys? New Magic season.
Battle for Zendikar.
Battle for Zendikar. Yeah, you messed up on that one. The Eldrazi coming
Battle
back.
for Landfall.
Battle for Landfall, absolutely.
Also, an Animathus going up.
I've been sitting on piles ever since that card came out. I was Landfalls. That card puts land in.
Also known as Powerball the Gathering.
Powerball the Gathering. That's right. Zendikar Expeditions. We're looking at Scalding Tarns. We're there, what, 4 estimated right now? 5 right now?
You got to think, foil regular ones are 178. So
no shit.
Even if you...
Wow. All right. So everybody's wanting to pull those. I'm looking for a Verdant Catacombs myself. You guys find
more land than the Louisiana Purchase.
Nice. Excellent. I think Wizards should adopt that. Battle for Zendikar. More land than Louisiana Purchase. I want to see that on all the packs. I want t-shirts. I think we could do this. So podcasts normally have topic or something, what we talk about. And I figure with these intense high-value cards coming up, and the math comes up to, I saw it was on a thread, it was something like 1 out of every 171 packs or something, or 1 out of every case is reportedly apparently what, it's a mix between Wizards and people doing algebra that I didn't study for in high school.
What, for the Expedition?
Algebra
for the
or
Expedition
algorithms?
Yeah.
What I heard...
Because it's 1 every foil mythic, which works out to that amount.
They said they equated it to being the same rarity as a foil mythic,
right.
But they said that there's probably going to be 1 every 3 boxes.
3 boxes, okay.
1 every 3 boxes. So you're
keep getting new information about these all the time.
Averaging 2 a case.
Okay. That's actually pretty good if you spend... How much is it for case? Like $5.40 or something? 6?
I got mine for $5.70.
Yeah. Okay. So if you get 2 and they're decent ones, that's a pretty decent investment return. You get everything.
Or just 1 Scalding Tarn.
Yeah, or 1 Scalding Tarn. All right. So topic I want to talk to you gentlemen about is quantum nerd physics. And what I mean by this is it's not as complicated as it sounds.
It sounds complicated.
Right. It's, do you believe in the phenomenon that when you go to open a pack or a box, people tap it, they slap it together, and it's to try and increase their chance of being rares?
This is something that I've actually, it's funny you bring this up.
Yeah.
I just use Schrodinger's theory.
Okay.
And I think that, when you've got an unopened pack in your hand, it's got every card ever printed in Magic. And it doesn't until you open it. It's got 15 Black Lotuses in it.
Yeah.
Until you open it up.
Theoretically, it would. Yeah.
So far, my good method has been I'm giving one of these packs to my friend and this one for myself.
And that works for you?
That works apparently.
Okay.
I just have my girlfriend open up all my packs.
Yeah, and she could just pull you Jaces for days. SOP.
First pack of the box. Hey, this one's shiny. Drops a foil Jace on the table.
That's pretty shiny. It's as shiny as a $100 bill.
It is a $100 bill.
Last time I said I'm giving this pack to my friend, foil Sarkin.
Nice.
I gave it to my friend.
Well, I mean, he did pull it, so that's what's fair. But no, but do you guys subscribe to that ideology? Because I have a friend who's like, nah, that's all bullshit, man. There's no lucky totem scratching, knocking, tapping.
I would like to
licking
believe
the stamp that makes it work.
I would like to believe that in some multiverse, that depending on how you open the pack or who opens the pack will determine what's actually inside of it.
Right.
But because time travel hasn't been invented yet, there's no way to actually...
Right. We can't travel upon the string theory of Magic.
We can't open a pack, be like, oh shit, it's just a...
Technically, can't we fly out a light year away and get a really big telescope?
And look back
the only thing we can do is look back. There's no way to change it.
Right, but we'd still be stuck in the same dimension, so...
But what I'm trying to say is that, that we have no way of opening a pack, seeing what's inside, going back to right before opening the pack, opening it a different way to see if there's a different card. We
can't measure that, even if we got 600 packs and had somebody open them a different way. It still would be the same thing. Silence that shit. Come on, man. Just be professional. Who's texting you? Who's texting you? It better be your mom. Better be your mom saying she's making you lunch tomorrow for work.
It's Chris asking me if I'm drafting tonight.
Uh-huh. You tell him no?
No, I'm just not replying.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, because like we all play D&D, we all know that there are certain ways that we handle our dice, and there's certain dice that we know roll better. I literally have 2 piles of dice separated, one that I use as a DM, one that I use as a player, because if I try and roll my DM dice as a player, they'll kill me. These dice are made specifically to kill players, and they do nothing but that. And you know, there's people who are like, oh, if I keep my dice cold and it's always on the 20, it'll roll a 20 more. You know, it's that kind of thing.
Well,
or you just get loaded dice.
Yeah. And,
it'll always roll a 20.
Yeah, and then you get banned from your LGS.
well, there's an actual section in the Hackmaster book that tells you how, it's called Dice Etiquette 101.
Okay.
And there's like a few things you can do, but one of them is always keep your own dice separated, keep it away, pretty much use your own dice, and then to make a dice lucky...
Don't allow the mixing of the dices.
Well, not the mixing of the dices. There's actually a method where you have to have like a signature by a famous person or anyone within the RPG community, and what you do is you take the die and then roll it across the signature to
use the energy. Oh, man.
I don't know if it's a one-time use, but I haven't tried it yet. But this how it says to get a lucky die. You have to.
So we gotta get like we have to get like a goif signed by somebody.
Well, no,
whoever the artist was.
He said the RPG community.
And just but theoretically,
like,
it should transcribe over. If we get a signed goif.
Well, I mean, I guess
and we
if
just
we're doing...
rub the pack.
Well, I mean,
that should work.
Huh.
I mean,
you can also use that for dice rolls, like for...
Wait a second. I know where we can find a set of Craig Wesco signed. What are they called?
Sieges?
Not sieges. Voice of Resurgences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serenity has them.
Yeah. I don't...
Those used to be Connor's. I was going to pick them up.
But it's the artist, though. Like...
And technically, I guess somewhat famous.
If you rubbed your deck across it,
it's probably not.
I
know for a fact it's not worth anything. But I have a really sweet looking foil island that's signed in silver Sharpie by the artist.
That's cool.
It's got
what set's it from?
I don't know. It's one of the promo ones.
It's one of the promo islands from what?
I don't know.
What's the symbol on it?
I don't remember. You want me to go out and get it?
No, I don't want you to go out and.
There's no time. We're just
rolling with this.
We'll just roll it into the next one.
So, you were talking to us earlier about this elf ramp. This theoretical elf ramp for Ulamog. Because you want to get, what is it, it's a turn 5 Ulamog or something?
Turn 4.
Turn 4 Ulamog.
I mean, everybody has seen Ulamog, and obviously, one of the biggest things is just...
If you haven't, I'm probably putting an image up on the screen, and it's indestructible. When it enters the battlefield, you have to sacrifice 2 creatures or permanents.
The opponent sacrifices 2 permanents.
Oh, it's the opponent?
Opponent.
Oh, that's gross.
No, I'm sorry, not sacrifice. Exile 2 permanents.
Okay.
And then whenever it attacks...
exile the top 20 cards of your opponent's library.
Defending opponent.
Yeah, and it's a 10 for 11/11, or it's...
No, I think it's a 10/10.
It's a 10/10 for 10? I mean, that's solid right there. All that extra stuff's just not needed, to be honest. And then, of course...
Let me get the Oracle text here. So we've got a 10 drop, 10/10. When you cast Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, exile 2 target permanents. Oh, wow. So they don't even get to choose. You just decide.
Just exile 2. Wow.
It's indestructible, and whenever it attacks, defending player exiles the top 20 cards of his or her library.
Wow.
So anyway, obviously a card like that, people are going to want to get it onto the field as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
As I was saying before, with the rotation of Elvish Mystic and Sylvan Caryatid, we're losing some of our better mana dorks.
Yeah, I mean, Elvish Mystic's the classic, you got them on that 20-turn clock immediately.
Exactly.
Don't you think Abador Elf is possibly going to get reprinted?
Arbor Elf, you mean?
Yeah.
Untap target forest? Possibly, especially with
because it is Zendikar.
Especially with the new dual lands.
Yeah, with elves coming back, and I could see that.
But anyway,
Tango lands, that's a thing. I'm loving that name. Are you a part of it? Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll take this one at a time. Walk us through.
Anyway, so we've seen already an increase in price of Shaman of the Forgotten Way.
Yeah.
Which, for those of you that don't know, is the 3-drop can tap, add 2 colors, 2 of any color to your mana pool as long as it's used to cast a creature.
Yeah.
And then for 11 mana, it also has Biorhythm, which you can look that up.
Yep. Just yesterday, he went up as
I picked up a playset a month ago for $2.50 a piece, and he's already up to $8.50.
Nice.
Because
Well, weren't you just saying he went to 10? Like he was 850 yesterday and he's 10 now?
I thought he went to 10.
Oh.
I was just looking at it.
Keep up with the
It's
times.
still going up. So
It is
Right.
because it's if they don't print something like Caryatid, it's
or
probably
another Mystic, yeah.
something like that. It's going to be the primary.
Honored Hierarch, don't forget about that.
Nobody plays Iron.
I don't play Honored Hierarch. That card's gross.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is, man.
It takes 3 turns for it to be able to use its mana
So does
ability.
Sylvan Caryatid.
No,
Nobody
it doesn't.
complains about that
It takes
card.
2.
No, because it can't tap the turn it comes out.
Right, so you play it, and
Right.
then next turn you tap
Yeah.
it.
So turn 3, you have a mana dork for
No,
the color.
I'm not saying turn 3. I'm saying it takes, whenever you play it, it takes 3 turns.
Okay.
Turn 1, the first turn,
Okay.
it comes out.
Sure.
Then the second turn,
Yeah.
it attacks.
Right.
And then the third turn, you can
But if
then
you get
tap
a
it for mana.
but if you get a Hierarch turn 1, it still has the same effect.
Right, but
Yeah.
what are the chances of
It's
getting...
still a mana dork.
You
Don't
still have
hate.
to swing,
Don't
and you
hate.
have to... I know, I'm hating.
Okay.
I'm hating.
That's fine.
That guy can go
It's
down.
still a viable mana dork.
He
in my
can
opinion.
die in a fire.
Okay, that's fine. He's
No.
got green mana. He'll just build a tree out of it. Tree will catch on fire. He'll just keep making trees.
I'm not a big...
Tinderwood or Timberwall.
Yeah, Tinderwall.
I'm not-
I want a Tinderwall reprint, please.
I'm not a big fan of the renown trigger.
You're not?
No, the renown mechanic is it's interesting,
I like
but
it.
The only thing that would go good with it is hardened scales.
The only
Then
one
again, would
That'd be fun,
would
yeah.
go amazing with Monogorger or Hydra.
Mana Gorger Hydra,
I think
yeah,
the only
combo's
one that I
nice.
actually like is Scab Clan Berserker because it has haste. So you can just slam it,
Right.
swing that turn, and then if it connects,
Well, what about Wrong Smaller? So that one's got trample, so normally damage goes over.
that's true.
That's his old Boros card.
But anyway, so if they were to reprint another 1-drop mana dork,
Right.
it
which
is
highly viable. We're going into Zendikar. There's going to be elves, you know.
so it is
And vampires.
technically viable to get Ulamog out on turn 4. You
Yeah,
go
so walk us through that.
So you go turn 1, mana dork.
Mm-hmm.
You go turn 2, shaman. Which another reason why it's gone up in price is it's basically the new Courser of Krufix.
Right.
Because it's just infinite value on turn 2 with a
Mhm.
1-drop. So turn 1, land, 1-drop, mana dork. Turn 2, land, Shaman of the Forgotten Ways.
Mm-hmm.
Turn 3, you already have 6 mana.
Right.
So use 5 of that. We have a new Eldrazi coming out called Kozilek's Channeler,
Right,
which is a
yeah.
5-drop 4/4 tap, add 2 colorless to your mana pool.
Mm-hmm.
Then use the 6th mana for a second 1-drop mana dork, and then on
Right.
turn 4 you play a land and you've got 10.
Right. And that's just gross.
Wait,
That's
it's a 4/4.
It's a 4/4 for 5.
Couldn't we just use the not Rattlecrawl Mystic that has formidable 4, where you tap for 2 green, and then you can siege outpost as well?
How much does that cost? Is that a
It's
3
2-drop.
drop? It's 2 drop?
So for
Yeah, because it's
2 drop.
0/2. Whisper of the Wilds.
But the other thing that
Yeah.
you can do,
Yeah.
regardless of whether or not you have the nuts hand to get Ulamog
Yeah,
out on
right.
turn
That's
4,
just
it's
gross.
still extremely viable to just go turn 1 mana dork, turn 2 shaman, turn 3 woodland bellower.
And just
Fetch out
your
a-
mana dorks.
Fetch
in,
another fetch out a second shaman,
Right.
and now you've got 9 mana on turn 4
which is really impressive.
and a 6/5. What is woodland bellower? A 6/5?
Yeah, it's gross. Tango Lands. That was what I like them. I think it's cool. Some people.
Tango land.
That's what they're calling. That's
Why are
the
they calling-
official name because it takes 2 basic lands to tango.
Huh.
Yeah. Some people don't think that's clever and they're wrong, but it's okay.
I'd never heard that.
Yeah, that's like what the name is, you know.
I just call
Shock
them
lands, tango lands.
right. I just call them dual checks.
Wait, but then why
Dual
is
checks.
one shot?
Because it's a
and
check
another-
land. It's if you have like, because the original check lands were the ones that when they come in, it comes in tapped if you have 2 or less.
Right. Okay. I
And then
guess
it's a dual land. It's mountain swamp,
Right.
mountain island.
What
you know.
were those old Ravnica lands called? Where you would play and then you would have to bounce a land back.
bounce lands.
Bounce lands.
Bounce lands.
Yeah, it's the Golgari Rot Farm and all them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the Azorius Chancery,
Rakdos Carnarium. Fun names.
Selesnya
Boros
Promenade,
Garrison. Yeah, Promenade. Yeah. There were some beautiful arts. in
Simic
there.
Growth Chamber.
Yeah. Simic Growth Chamber is awesome artwork. I love that card. But no, I like them. And
But
do
yeah.
you think they're gonna do enemy colors in the next set?
I
Or do you think
remember.
that's just too much to ask?
I remember I was listening to when when RTR was still really big. They had
Right.
the developer had said that he had made a big mistake releasing all 10 shocks in standard, saying that it was just too broken to have all 10 dual lands in one set. So I honestly don't think we're going to see it, but maybe in a couple sets down the road they'll print the enemy ones.
Okay, that'd be good because it's been a while since we've seen those. I mean, obviously we saw the shocks in Ravnica, but before that, when were those last printed?
What,
I know 10th edition has. No, I'm just saying enemy color lands.
Wasn't it Zendikar or?
Well, I mean, they did
Was
the
it
Scry lands.
Right. I mean, okay, yeah.
And the Gain lands.
Yeah. Did the Gain lands have? Yeah, the Gain lands did have
Yeah,
enemy color.
all 10 colors. Or
Okay.
10 colors.
But I think a lot of people would agree that the Scry lands and Life lands don't have the viability that the Shock and Tango lands do.
And Tango lands, I don't even know if those are going to be good in extended
You
formats.
can fetch for them, so
You
I think
can-
that's what a lot of people are going to do.
You
They're
can
gonna
fetch
double
for
up
them,
on
but
your-
how many decks actually play that many basic lands?
It's a good question. Plus, then you can only run 4 fetches, so you might as well run your 4, say, stomping grounds instead of
Exactly.
right. I don't know. I think
So-
there's definitely some viability. I think there's more viability to them.
I think it was really
Life
smart
lands.
on their decision to do that because
Yeah.
at least in this standard rotation, it makes color fixing a lot better because
Right.
we can use our allied colored fetches to get other color combinations.
Right, because that was what were we talking about in the shop? It's because now blue, white, black.
Mm-hmm.
They now have a better mana state because of that.
Well, I mean, blue, white, black. It would be one of the con clans because blue, white, black. You have Flooded Strand and Polluted Delta.
Right.
But like, let's say Jeskai, you only get Flooded Strand. Now you can fetch for the. Oh wait, no, that doesn't work.
No. Yeah.
You're right.
Are you talking about the
The shards.
coast?
Do you have a Maya?
No.
Or are we talking about something else?
I don't.
Well,
even
what
know
are you
we're
trying
talking
to?
about
What are you trying to fetch for in Jeskai? Scalding Tarn?
No.
No, Scarlet don't have the fetch.
I don't know. Don't.
Okay, sure thing. So can I actually? I think Tango lands are cool, and it's definitely cool whenever you have the 2, and now that we can fetch for them, that's really very cool. I was actually a little bit disappointed because there was hype that it was something that Wizards had never done before. And I'm thinking like, ooh, that
Maybe
this is
they're
gonna be
not
some
done.
really spicy. Wait, you think there's more stuff to spoil? We're gonna have 2 rare lands?
I don't know if we're gonna have 2 rare lands, but if you actually look at the set numbers of the expedition lands,
Yeah.
it says
Yeah,
like,
it's 25, right?
there's 25 that are being printed in this set.
This one, yeah.
But if you actually look at the set symbol, it says X out of 45.
Yeah. So we'll
So-
put 20 more in the second one.
Right.
Yeah.
So everyone doesn't just empty their wallets into
It's too late.
EFC.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna then want to buy more.
Right. But I think the enemy colors being in this one are gonna full art enemy fetches are gonna have more pull than whatever else they print.
No, of course.
Yeah. But no, because I had this personal theory, and I know you told these guys, I had told you too before, level up lands. Because somebody had told me, dude, have you heard they're bringing level up back to Zendikar? And like, there's no way they're gonna bring that mechanic to Zendikar.
That's one of the
Or
one
Mega
of the things
Landfall?
Yeah, or Mega Landfall.
Mega Landfall.
So my idea was that you would have land that you could level up, and every time you level it up, you could tap for another color mana.
That
Like,
would be interesting.
Yeah, so like it'd be like a Sandstep Citadel. You can tap for first turn you can tap for white, second turn you can
Isn't that
tap for.
almost like no, not like majoring network, but wouldn't it be like instead you remove counters to do it, or if you get a certain amount?
No, I
of
think that's what he's
counters?
talking about. It's kind of like, think of like a majoring network, but once it gets a certain number of counters on it, it can then tap for certain colors of mana.
Yeah. So when it first comes out, it can only tap for plains
Or colorless.
Or colorless. Second level it can tap for plains forest. Third, plains forest swamp. I think that would have been cool.
Something like that. I don't know. I love just like sitting around with a group of people and just thinking of like
Just
what they
spitball.
could have done. I remember
What they could have done.
what they could have done with the set. Because one of the things that I was talking about with Lorenz yesterday was we were talking about Dryad Arbor, and I'm like, how cool would it be if they reprinted that, especially with you could fetch it. It's like turn 1, Windswept Heath, fetch, Dryad Arbor, go.
Right.
What if they printed all 4 of the other like colors,
Right.
but maybe they didn't like. They all had some sort of build. They were all one, swamp, mountain, island, forest, plains, but they all had different abilities. So like, Druid Arbor, obviously because it's green, taps for mana. But what if like the black one was just a like 1/1 swamp with Death Touch?
That'd be cool.
That you could just fetch out of your deck.
Fetch,
with,
fetch.
It's just
Come at
like
me, bro.
it's like, oh, you're swinging into me, or Bloodstained Mire. I'm gonna fetch out my 1/1 swamp.
That'd be
Death Touch and
dirty.
block.
That's some collected
Like the
company
blue
cancel
one-
your creature shit.
The blue, well, it's still a land, so
Right.
it would still like trigger landfall as
oh
well.
man,
Exactly.
Yeah, so now
you get like the blue one would have flying, the red one would have like haste,
or something,
and
yeah.
then like
Or
the white
first
one
turn.
would have
Vigilance.
like vigilance or lifelink,
Yeah.
and then obviously the green one, Druid
Trample.
Arbor, like
Yeah.
no, Druid Arbor taps for green. So it's the only one that actually produces mana, but that's
Yeah.
what green does. So anyway, so that was something that we were playing around with the idea of like we should send this to Wizards.
Do they take recommendations or no? That must be like
I
some
don't know.
legal thing. They can't take people's
I think
recommendations.
you just have to infiltrate the R&D department and become the head of the next set and be like, all right, guys, this is what we're doing.
Who are you again? I'm from upper management. Oh, okay.
I know a lot of people were talking about enemy man lands too.
Ooh, that'd be fun. I think it'd
But-
be interesting. And speaking of which, with things that they could have done better with Origins, why do you think so many of the cards they had in Origins they didn't include in their previous sets of Theros and such? Because there are certain cards that are in there like that would have been perfect in Theros. Why wasn't it in there? Do you think that they actually came up with these after the fact, and they're like, oh, we can work this into the mythology of the Theros and other such blocks?
Maybe it's because they only had
It
so
actually-
much to work with, and
No.
maybe some things didn't make the cut.
It's because, as the name of the set states, Magic Origins is going back to the roots of the 5
Right.
planeswalkers, and Kithian was from the plane of Theros.
Right.
And so they're taking from all of these different...
Mm-hmm.
They're taking from all these different... It's like a core set, so they're taking from like everything.
Right.
And so,
it is a core set.
And so basically what they're doing is they're using the pasts of these planeswalkers,
Right.
and then like taking some of the mechanics from those planes. So they're still making the Theros, enchantment heavy, and then
Because, Freeka's Centaur, whatever that is, Freeka's Herald, that would have been perfect in the Freeka deck I was running
Or
at the time.
the Herald of the Pantheon.
Yeah, right? Like, that would have been ridiculous. Could you imagine Theros block Constellation with that thing?
green-white constellation.
So, yeah, basically green-white Constellations
Well, it's
with Doom
running
Wave.
right now, but that's only for the few months that it's going to be available.
Thank
Right.
And in
God.
October, it's gone.
Sorry that my...
No, you're not. Don't lie to me.
Just like a plastic
You're
bag
right,
in
I'm
the
proud
wind.
of my bruise. You just called me the
disgusting.
Frankenstein of deck building.
Well, you are. You create monsters. It's not true. It's not false. Yeah.
Don't hate me because you hate me.
Oh, man. I hate you because I can't be you because I don't want to be
You should have seen the deck I was running on Friday. This
Oh,
past Friday.
what were you running?
Well, first of all, did I actually tell you my new thing is that I'm no longer sticking with one deck.
Yeah, you're going to build a new deck every week.
Every single week. So as soon as that tournament's over, I de-sleeve it, put all the cards back in my trade binder, and I have 1 week to brew
Just like
another
the
deck.
foil Erebos Titan?
Yes.
I want that.
No.
It's sexy. It's like a beautiful foiled
not-
ballet painting.
I'm not breaking up a playset if I get another one.
Are we just
I can
ignoring the
find
fact
another
that Jace used to get beat up by a common card?
Yo, yeah! Oh my god, I'm so glad you brought that up.
What?
Yeah,
Majoring
majoring bully.
bully.
The flavor text reads, what is it? It's like, it's basically like, you should have stayed in your part of the arena or whatever, Bellerin. That's hilarious. And it's basically like a crappy, what it reminds me of is
It's
a
still
crappy
got prowess.
monastery Swiss spear. Yeah, it's a prowess,
Hold
I
on
think
a
it's like
second.
2/2 for 2.
Oh, no, it's good.
prowess.
It's really good and limited.
Well, yeah.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up here.
All right, we're gonna take a small commercial break while Trent and Adrian race to see who can pull it up. At this time, we'd like to thank our sponsors, the old hobo around the corner who yells at us every time we go to the 7-Eleven to get drinks. I'd personally like to throw a
Suck
a,
at your
a
back.
homeboy.
All right, here we
Don't
go.
be rude, Belrin.
I'd
Just
personally
want
like to throw
enjoy
out
the
a
view
shout
with
out to
you.
my homeboys Efren and Nick, who have been keeping it down since Pack Wars coming soon. And I think I just made the microphone pop a couple times. Oh, yep, I did. But yeah, thank you, and please stay tuned for more Pack Wars podcast shooting the steam.
And we're back. So we both got it here. Mage Ring Bully, 1 red, 1 colorless, 2/2 common. Creature, human warrior with prowess. Whenever you cast
Wait,
a
how is
non-creature spell,
he a mage and a warrior at the same time?
and a
Is he-
ring and a bully.
My
is
God.
all of those things.
The scientists didn't
Damn,
even
he's
stop
multi-
to think
he's
if they
multi
should
the
have.
yeah.
He's not a
multiclassing
mage.
the
He's
fuck out of
min-maxing.
it.
He's not a mage. There's a location called the Mage Ring, and he's just a bully.
All right, so read what he does.
So he's a prowess, 2/2 prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn.
Mm-hmm.
This obviously came from the cons.
Jess guy.
Let me
No.
finish.
No,
It came
Ravnica.
prowess.
Oh, prowess.
No,
Yeah,
prowess
prowess
is
did.
from
Okay, I
cons.
thought you were talking about
Yeah,
where
no,
he came from.
the prowess
is
mechanic came from
yeah,
cons.
Yeah.
And so that's just kind of how they're working that into the
Yeah,
origin
but
set.
it's interesting because his flavor text means he's from Ravnica, so
Right, and so Mage Ring. Well, Jace wasn't originally from Ravnica.
that's where he's based out of now.
Right.
He wasn't originally from cons.
Technically,
I told you to silence that.
That was an alarm. I can't control it.
This is
well,
unprofessional,
well,
Trent.
All
They
right.
already expect so little of us, and you give them even less.
Oh, look, we actually
man,
have a- we
Sam,
have-
we have a physical copy in the studio. Sam with the hookup.
All right, so we got Mage Ring Bully here. Much better than looking at a screen. I can actually.
I just get to the flavor text.
All right.
They're gonna die by the time we get this out.
Don't be rude, Bellerin. We just want to enjoy the view with you.
Wow. So like,
Sounds kind of sexy.
Yeah. No.
Like, is
I
he
mean,
like?
sexy
Is he
in, like,
bully?
the
Is he
prison way? But
Is he bullying him, or is he like buying him dinner? Is he gonna like take him on a magic carpet ride?
Yeah. It's kind of like a look, man. Let's just watch the baseball game, or I'll break your ankles. All right.
And like Jace is just sitting on his phone the entire time. Don't be rude, Bellerin. We
Yeah.
just want to enjoy the view with you. He's just like, what?
He's taking selfies and shit, you know.
Hashtag
He's yelling at the hot dog guy. They're blocking his view.
Hashtag out on the town with bully.
fuck Wojak coming from the underground.
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about that because that means that we have a history of planeswalkers who they very much continue to have an underdog story. And that's something that Wizards, because we've got Elspeth. Her parents were killed.
We don't talk about Elspeth. She's dead.
No,
I ain't see nobody.
Okay,
Heliod sucks. Elspeth lives matter.
If we go by God of War logic here, she's only in the underworld.
So we have to
which-
wait.
Yeah, that's right, because that was somebody I remember this. I was talking to
She
somebody
was-
back when Origins was slowly getting spoiled, and someone was like, oh my god, dude, what if they make a white, black Elspeth and she's got a golden mask on and she makes zombie tokens?
Yeah,
And I was
because
like,
it said that that's what she was doing. She was working on a golden mask in the
Yeah,
underground,
yeah.
underworld.
yeah. I think
So
that'd
we
be
have to
awesome.
wait 7 years for us to go
To
back to Theros.
We were just talking about that earlier on a
Yeah.
quickie record about the 7 years because we were wondering after Zendikar if we're gonna go to Llanowar or if we're gonna go to Llanowar or if we're gonna go to Alara, and we were thinking Llanowar kind of makes more sense because we've got such an elf buildup right now.
I don't think
but
we're
no,
actually,
Does Nisa really have an underdog story? She's the one who
her
leads the
entire people
Eldrazi.
got killed. I mean
By
that's
vampires or elves?
She
by
just,
the world.
she just done fucked up.
Yeah, the Animist manipulated the world so much that the very ground was upset at them and killed them all, and that's why Nissa is the last of the Animist. That's like literally a flavor text somewhere else. I think it's Zendikar Incarnate
I think so.
is on it. So we got that. Then we've got Kithian, who was, this young, rough and tumble.
I call that the
troubled
puberty
lad.
card.
The puberty card. Yeah, it's literally.
It's just like a little boy, and then you flip it over. It's just man.
Look at these sideburns. These sideburns kill more demons in a day than you do in a year. Holy strength. But then we've got
You okay?
yeah, I'm fine. We got Jay, so he's getting. I mean, do you see the card? He's a 0-2. He is not. He is literally this nerd. That probably the bully came up, slapped the books out of his hand, and said, "Enjoy the view, nerd." We've got Tezzeret, because we were talking about that. I was telling you that about that comic series when we were in the car that one time. where he was like the promising young pupil, and they were like, no, we're going to kick you out of Hogwarts, and he was like, screw you, Dumbledore, and then he became an agent for Nico Bolas.
Does that comic series have anything to do with Dak Faden?
I will have to continue reading it. Does Dak Faden have an underdog story?
I don't know, because my dad just went to Russia, and while he was over there... just hear me out. He went to Russia, and so he was like, what do you want me to bring you back? And I'm like, if you find, Russian magic cards, pick those shit up, because those are cool.
Right.
I like them. And anyway, so he sends me, he was in Russia, and he's in like a mart, and he like takes this picture of like a magic comic book.
Okay.
And we pull it up here.
Yeah, because they make them. They're pretty cool. Like,
and
you see them on eBay every so
I will
often.
do my best to translate it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We can get it.
Oh, wait, no, what was he doing in Sweden? All right.
It's
only a 4-hour layover. I got time for Sweden.
So he found the comic book in Sweden. Let's see the front of it. Magic the Gathering, The Spell Thief, and then the back says, Planeswalker Dak Faden has followed Siffa into a mysterious plane where a Titan's castle looms. I can't read this, there's a glare. In something in the distance. Entering the castle in search of Siffa, Dak is soon imprisoned by the Titan and added to his vast collection. So he must find a way out before the trail to Siffa runs cold and
can't just
remains.
planeswalk out?
Apparently not. Anyway,
got some spell bracers on.
Spell Thief. So anyway, so there's a comic book with Dak Faden.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he picked it up.
The Wizards comic books are really cool. I've got one where it's that one planeswalker that was supposed to be a card, and he wasn't. He's on the that promo of High Tide I have that came with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's that guy, and he planeswalks like to Theros, to Ravnica, to wherever
He don't give a fuck.
He don't give a fuck, and he's stealing shit all the time.
Isn't that Daktos?
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Daxos?
No, the person you just mentioned.
Ladies?
No.
Oh, Dak Faden.
Dak Faden.
Is it? I don't know. It
He
might
is a
be.
planeswalker.
Because he got printed in Conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
But
like ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, but I think this comic book
Legacy.
came out before or after Conspiracy, so I don't know. I'll have to check the card and
It might
pull
have
up
been before.
a copy of Dak Faden and do some analysis. Maybe he got a haircut, grew a beard, shaved it off. Underdog.
Liliana.
I don't know.
She kind of just had a
She just had it rough.
Yeah,
No,
seriously.
I think she straight up just murdered her brother.
Well, not on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't know, like that bitter medicine card or
Tainted Remedy.
Tainted
Remedy.
I don't know.
Well,
I just
the
call
the
it.
card's called Tainted Remedy implies that somebody had poisoned it. Whether it was Liliana or some exterior force, we have yet to...
Regardless,
Yeah.
the actual card itself is like just full of flavor.
Yeah.
Because if you want, all right, if you want to actually get into that, if you actually want to get into that, we've got Kithian, who is Puberty Man.
Puberty Man, the Planeswalker.
And then
+1, drop your test.
So, the Liliana, I just call it Predict Post-Dick. Because...
Wow.
I mean, if you think about it...
Wow, we're getting a little bit X-rated on this podcast. No, you're fine.
Yeah, here's the text. Drink this, brother. It will bring you rest.
Oh.
She's purposely giving this to him.
Let me see this.
Right.
Like,
it was supposed to heal him, and it made him better, and then he just like... dead. And then he...
Well, you should have kept drinking it.
If you drink all the poison, it kills the other poison inside you. That's how this stuff works, right?
Or no, it's similar like Archer. If you just keep drinking the poison
If you
and
just
hope...
keep drinking the alcohol, you don't have a hangover. Yeah,
But anyway,
I guess.
So like you look at like the creature side of like Liliana, and it's like good like white,
proper flowing robes. Yeah, the heretical healer, and then she becomes this
and then
like
you give her
dominatrix.
The dick,
Yeah,
and you give her the dick, and then
well, no, it's you give her the D for demon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you give her the D.
Yeah.
and then
And
she,
then
she
just becomes like hungry.
She
for
puts on the boots that go up to her thigh, and
so she didn't wait for immortality like most other people. It's like, oh, I'm a necromancer now. Might as well get immortality first.
Well, yeah, that's the natural step. Is you can wait for the immortality to be bestowed upon you, or you go to necromancy school, you get your degree, and then you find a demon and make a contract.
know,
with it. That's the natural progression.
I'm just a
go to
little
trade school, or you
disappointed
go
with
to
the lack
Harvard.
of Innistrad. There's only one portion that mentions Innistrad.
But there wasn't really a planeswalker from Innistrad. That's in this set, obviously. Sorin
Right.
is from Innistrad. So the point of origins isn't really excuse me. It's kind of a moot point.
We're trying to be professional here, damn it.
It's kind of a moot point, but you'll get your turn. What? It's been 3 years since Innistrad.
Yeah,
So
because they're
halfway there.
Because Cons was last year,
well, I'm just thinking
and then
because
Theros was the year
M12.
before, and then
Yeah.
Ravnica was the year before that. So
Yeah,
4
it was
years
Innistrad.
ago was when it came out.
Okay, so yeah, you're halfway there, man. Don't worry. We'll do an Innistrad draft for your birthday or something.
I look forward to that.
Yeah. Okay. We
And I'm waiting for Tybalt, the super blood fiend.
Jesus Christ!
All right, so we have to have a Magic Origins Part 2, like a Modern Masters, and it has to have like the reject planeswalkers. It has to have like Tybalt, Dak Faden,
He's not a reject planeswalker.
Nico Bolas,
Just the origin story.
Tomio the Moon Sage, and some fifth other
Karn.
Karn.
Well, it got to be the 5 colors.
Colorless blue, black, red.
Red.
That's 5
Red.
colors to me.
Red.
No.
Koth. Then you wouldn't have Tybalt.
No, we need Tybalt, so...
Although you don't get Koth.
So Tezzeret.
Well, Elspeth.
Blue.
Alright,
Elspeth.
Tezzeret.
Elspeth.
But Elspeth had so much like of her lore about her in Theros. Like there was so much. I mean, Swordwise Centaur had lore. Basically, any of the centaurs had lore about Elspeth in Theros. And then plus she's been in so many other sets. I think that'd be fun to see though. But we're not doing core sets anymore, so good luck on that.
Oh, a Johnny.
I mean,
Catman.
We know a lot about a Johnny because the cats keep popping up in just all throughout the plains.
He's just everywhere.
Yeah, he literally is. He gets so much mileage out of Magic the Gathering. He's got like planeswalker.
He just shows up at the door and he's like, "Yo,
heard you having a new set, dog. You need a white planeswalker? I'll hook you up, man. What you need? You need white green,
white green?
white red,
I got
white
you.
blue. I got you.
we haven't seen a white blue at Johnny
That
yet.
would be cool, though.
Or white black.
That would mean he'd have to be like a zombie, though. I don't know if I'm ready to see that.
He goes down to fetch Elspeth.
To fetch. Oh.
It sounds like something you would do, but no.
Okay, so here's how you do it. You'd make him white black, and then you have Elspeth all black.
Black Elspeth.
Because you couldn't have 2 white black planeswalkers in a set.
No.
That would be kind of ridiculously broken for that color.
I don't know. Sarkhan's now 3 colors.
Right, and that's fine.
I'm waiting for a 5-color planeswalker.
Alara.
No.
Oh yeah, if we went back to
Urza.
Alara, that would be...
If they actually made Urza a planeswalker.
I thought Urza was red-blue.
I want that Urza Yawgmoth dual deck, yo. Where's that at? I want that $700 Yawgmoth card. They actually print him. What was somebody was talking to me. They were insistent that Yawgmoth's name was Urborg. And I go, no, it's his tomb. His tomb is called Urborg. No, the tomb is called Yawgmoth. No.
No, Urborg.
Alright, so in the Magic
Summer Child.
In the Magic community, we have this saying, and it's abbreviated to RTFC,
FC, yeah.
which stands for those of you that aren't familiar, read the fucking card.
Wow, that is Jesus. That was a spike on the readings.
Good.
Wow.
Good. Let him get his point across.
Seriously.
Do it.
What was
Anyway,
Actually, I'm not gonna publicly shame this person. There was a rule that they this wasn't a judge or anything. This was a friendly game, and I'm not even gonna. They made a boo boo.
so why even bring it up?
I don't know, because I want to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it. Deal with it, Trent.
We can just say said person is named Mr. X.
No.
Professor
No.
X.
Spectre. You guys ready for that? We're going off Magic here. I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Nobody else has talked to me about James Bond, and I love it so much.
Whatever.
What, do you hate James Bond and Munchkin? How do you feel about Settlers of Catan, Trent? Tell me right now. Tell me right now so we can get this out in the open.
Never played it.
You've never played Settlers of Catan! Well, I know what we're doing Wednesday.
No,
Or Thursday.
Please don't put me back in
Oh,
there.
no. I'm dragging you both in.
You're gonna take him to a dark place.
I am. Y'all are going to a dark place.
Adrian just sits there in the middle of his living room, just jerking on his
Ew.
board, just like, oh, settle as your Catan.
No, I think it's the opposite. I think he sits there in his room and he's got like a necklace on, and he just keeps twisting it, and he's like lighting the board on fire slowly, and there's like some classical opera going on in the background.
Let's just say Moonlight Sonata.
Yeah, that's good. That's my side. It's some Zelda theme song sung in opera. That'd be pretty cool. I played him it was a mariachi cover of Gerudo Valley from whatever, which one it is, I forgot. It's not Wind Waker.
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time, yeah.
Twilight Princess. Skyward Sword.
Oh,
Just
just
name
stop.
them. Just name them. Come on.
Wind Waker.
Spirit Train.
Majora's Mask.
Spirit
Awakening.
Boat.
Four Swords.
Minish Cap.
Legend of Zelda.
Shit.
Shit.
Oh, Oracle of Seasons.
Oh yeah. Pikmin.
Super Smash Brothers. Super Smash Brothers, bro.
Soul Calibur 2.
Soul Calibur 4.
Was it 4? I thought it was 3.
Well, he was in 4, wasn't he?
No, he was in 2 in the
Was it
GameCube
2?
version.
Whatever.
You're right. That was really cool. I like
Yeah.
how they did that.
We Fit.
He was in Wii Fit.
No, but I like to believe.
Mario Kart 7
Was
or
it?
8.
Oh yeah, they did have that DLC, didn't they?
No, I thought he was just part of it.
Was he? Oh. Are we including like backgrounds? Like if there's
I
a
think we might
stage
be
that takes
overdoing it
place.
now.
Super Smash Brothers, bro.
Well, no, yeah, we said that though, but there has to be like other stages of things. I don't know. Pokemon.
He was in Pokemon.
You could dress up a character as Link. Probably. I don't know.
No.
There's like all these customized options you can do in the new Pokemon.
Mewtwo's wearing a fucking hat. Looks
Seriously?
adorable.
We're talking about Pokemon, Sam. Do you have any other questions? What?
Which ones?
The new ones where you can dress your character up.
Me Universe.
You guys
Yeah.
talking about Link?
Yeah.
Yes, we're talking about Link.
We
He's
were
also
talking.
Monster Hunter, too.
Is he a monster? He's a Monster Hunter too. Is he?
Oh, he was also in. No. World of Warcraft as long. No, not as long. But
All right, now are we just talking about things that look like Link?
I mean, hey man, I think there's a tree out there that if you squint your eye a little bit, it looks like him. What else can we talk about? We need to. I know we have like just a load of stuff that we could possibly. Did
Omnath.
either of you two pick up the dual decks?
No.
No.
It looked kind of disappointing to me.
Omnath.
What?
Oh, that's right. You didn't see the new Omnath?
Is that the
Landfall.
That's
Red, green, 3
Oh,
colorless.
yeah. the
and it
Rage
makes
Locust.
5/5s, and whenever an elemental dies,
Yeah.
3 damage.
Yeah.
That card's nice.
It's gonna be good.
That's the one where it's got like the green vaporeal body, and it's like
Red.
I guess I'm not
Orange.
talking about the same
Uh,
one. It kind of looks like a ghost from Ghostbusters.
yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we're talking about the same one.
But anyway, I think could be good. Already brewing Teamer Elementals.
Gruul Elementals?
No, it's Teamer. You want
Teamer.
Frostwalker in there.
Yeah, because people love taking out Frostwalker. That's a 5-turn clock.
Exactly. It's like I swing with Frostwalker. You either take 4 to the face, or you block it, most likely losing your creature, and then take 3
You
from
take 3, yeah.
and Zendikar's Royal, and Omnath, and then you just Animus Awakening for 1 billion.
Yeah, that's a nice little machine you got going on there.
And then Languish. You just get rid of all your elements.
Oh my god, Languish for the kill. That'd be irritating. Oh, it makes 5/5s though. That's the thing. You wouldn't be able to Languish unless you had enough mana for 2 Languishes. But you said you wanted to make a teamer. You can't throw in the.
Virulent Plague. Tokens get neg 1, neg 2, neg 2.
Alright, now you're just splashing black in there. You gotta make the 4 color.
5 color elementals.
I mean, they've got 5 color dragons right now, so.
Horde of Notions. They
That
need to
could be
reprint
doable.
that.
Yeah. I think that'd be cool. So, have you guys heard about what they're doing for pre-release?
No, I
Is the new okay? So 6 packs, no seeded pack.
Oh yeah, that's
you
right.
just get
get
a
a
random promo that could be a rare or mythic. So that's pretty cool. You know,
Mhm.
you get a pre-release Ulamog. Jesus. And then you get your dice. I think it might just be 1 color die since it's Eldrazi and they're colorless. And then a
Colorless die would be really cool.
What's
Like, it's
gray?
No, I'm saying like
just a
clear.
translucent.
Oh, see-through. Ooh, but it would have to have like some gray coloring in there.
Or like a
That's
clear
really-
die with like, you know how they have the
A
dice.
Speckles?
mixed colors
Yeah.
of whatever
Yeah.
the boy or
Yeah.
Oh my god, like a rainbow type speckle? Or just like gray speckle?
Imagine like a clear die, and then the lettering on the inside is like a a reddish black for like.
That'd be cool. I'd be down with that. And then like apparently they actually, because they know everybody just throws their boxes out afterwards. Apparently, like, it's actually come with, like, compartments now or something, and it has, like, 3 holes for dice that you can put in there, and apparently it's supposed to be, like, an actual box that you can use.
Oh, so it's not just going to be the cardboard?
Just the cardboard. Well, I mean, it's not going to be,
right, it's not
like, wooden, but it's maybe better cardboard. Made out of
folded a
it's
little
made out
better.
of all the recycled error-printed Modern MasterCards.
Oh. Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot. So, on that bombshell, I think it's been a pretty decent first podcast.
Yes.
Hopefully, the audience at home, those of you that are listening that aren't asleep or have turned off, congratulations if you've made it this far. Give yourself a little pat on the back. Go go down to the store, buy a pack on me. Don't blame me for what you pull. Anything else, guys? Yeah.
No.
Pack was gaming out.